IVM.
Hi, everybody. On behalf of the team at IVM Podcast, I have a request for you. We'd really appreciate it if you could go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and fill out our survey over there. It's going to take a few minutes to do, but it gives us some really interesting information that we can take to advertisers and brands about who's listening to the network. If you're comfortable giving us your email address, while you're filling out the survey, we'll enter you into a random drawing where we'll be sending out a bunch of IVM swag to some of our listeners. Last year, we sent out coffee mugs, and this year we're hoping to send out much cooler stuff. That's ivmpodcast.com/survey. We really appreciate your help.
Namaskar. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi, and good to see you here, dear friend, on Begin the Journey. So, I have a question for you. Do you like recognition? We all love recognition. We all love to be recognized. We all love to be recognized in ways far beyond that we are already being recognized as. We all love it. Oh, yes, we do. Now, let's begin this conversation by asking ourselves, what do we want to be recognized for? Well, we want to be recognized for the work that we do, for who we are, for people to say, wow, what a work, man. You could be a scientist, you could be a salesperson, you could be a businessman, you could be an actor, you could be a singer, you could be anything. Each of us wants to be recognized for our work, saying that this person is amazing at that work. And it's not just that the work is happening, but people are recognizing you for that work. Now, here comes the interesting part. That work itself has to be amazing, right? Only then will it be recognized. So we start working, we begin working, and then over a period of time, we gain a bit of success. And as we gain a bit of success, we look around, we actually want a little more success, but we aren't getting as much. So we work harder, and then we probably get a little more success, but definitely not as much as we really wanted to in our life. And that's when something happens to us. That connect between put in the hard work, and then you will get results, and then you will get successful, then people will recognize you. It doesn't matter. I'm telling this to you through experience in my own life. Oh yes. I've been doing many things in my life, beginning acting, beginning travel, beginning having amazing friendships, and a lot of things. I have put in a lot of stuff, and I have been recognized for that. But ask me, I want more. Yes, I want more. And somewhere or the other, when I do not get the more that I want, I lose heart. Isn't it true for you too, dear friend? We all put in our best, and then when we don't get that recognition that we really want, something in us snaps. Now, this conversation is for that snap. Let us break this rhythm, all right? So let us make it simple, and I love it when I can simplify it for myself, and whatever I can simplify for myself, I share with others. Hey, listen, recognition from others is a nod from others. The key part of this is the work that I am doing. So many years back, I realized that somewhere or the other, I have to keep pushing my boundaries. I have to keep pushing myself to do and excel in ways that I had never done before. Now, what is the use for that? Well, I have set standards for myself. I know that I am drawn by other people's recognition, by other people's words about me. It could be on social media, it could be on people around. But then I said, you know what? If I let myself be judged and live my life basis others, then I'll be much like a Sensex. You know, when the stocks go up and the stocks go down. Listen, my friend, your and my life is beyond other people's expectations of us. Your and my life is going to be decided by the happiness it gives to me, gives to you. Critical part in this is to concentrate on delivering happiness to yourself by really making sure that your happiness is not dependent on others, but dependent on you. You congratulating yourself for how you have moved. You and I know that you and I at work may not be always producing the results that you and I really want to produce. There will be times, there will be hiccups. Sometimes those hiccups will continue for long. And in that period, if you give up, then you know what? You've given up on your dream for yourself. So a deep part in life is to be invested in oneself. So concentrate on yourself. Keep the focus on yourself. Make sure that I am improving myself each day. After a period of time, have a look. What are people saying? Are they getting a part of your dream? They aren't getting? Again, go back to work on yourself. Remember, this game shall continue. The game shall continue of you wanting to improve and you wanting recognition. But remember, choose what you're going to be hooked by. If you're only going to be hooked by people's recognition, then you will at some point of time want to give up on yourself. But I truly believe, and that is at the age of 55, I truly believe that my work is on because I'm alive. And if I'm alive and if I'm ready to work, possibilities are there. Possibilities are there for me to excel far beyond what I've ever done before in any field I wish. And therefore, I keep moving. And then once in a while, I do look out, check out how are people relating to me. It feels great when they relate well to me. And sometimes it feels not too good when they are not relating to me the way I want them to relate to me. But when they aren't, I get back to working on myself, not just to prove to themselves, but to excel further than ever before. Remember, my friend, this is a game in which you work on yourself and check how are people feeling about it. But the results will only be gotten when you keep working on yourself. Remember, this journey is your journey of happiness, your journey of achievement. Some people may recognize it, some people may not. Doesn't matter. As long as you create something extraordinary. And I promise you this, when you do something extraordinary, people will recognize, because there's not too much of extraordinariness around us. I'm inviting you, just as I invite myself each morning, to go and create the extraordinary which is still left in me. Things that have yet not been explored by me. I am inviting you to go out and explore that extraordinariness which is there inside of you. Knock. Keep knocking. Keep working. In fact, that's the magic of life. To keep working ongoingly, not be stopped. If others recognize you or not, trust me, results shall follow as long as you can create results with yourself. Al shukran bandhu, al shukran zindagi. Thank you for walking with me on Begin the Journey. Keep working on yourself, dear friends. That's where the joy is. Cheers.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I wanted to kind of just give a quick reminder to everybody. As I mentioned up top, we are doing our annual listener survey right now. If you could please go and take a couple of minutes out of your day and fill it out, we would really, really appreciate it. It's ivmpodcast.com/survey. If you're comfortable giving us your email address, we'll enter you into a random drawing, and we're going to be sending out swag to a bunch of randomly selected listeners. So do definitely get on board that train. Let me tell you a little bit about what we did on the network this week. We launched a new show called Zindagi Diaries with Ragini Kumar. Many of you might have seen Ragini on television during the IPL. She's a presenter, but she's showing a different side of herself over here with a poetry podcast. Give it a shot, give it a listen. Let me know what you all think. Vishal Gondal is back this week after a while. He's been on an extended break, but he has Rahul Narvekar for the first episode. Really interesting conversation. Do check it out. Raji Samant joins Gauri Devidayal on This Round Is On Me. The two talk about the wine business and what's going on there. We had a number of conversations about the Farmers Bill and the surrounding agitation this week on the network as well. Maruk Inayat had a great episode on the note. Puliabazi did a deep dive into the issues around this. And on Siders, we have our typical, fun conversation about this stuff with a little bit of a seriousness, a little bit of fun. Do check that out on Cock and Bull on Thursday last week. Akash Mehta joined us for that episode. And with that, I hope to see you again next week.
जिंदगी डायरीज के पन्नों में कुछ पुरानी यादें, समुंदर किनारे झूमते दरख्त, जवान दिल की धड़कनें और अनजान मुलाकातें हैं। तो आइए खोलिए मेरे साथ जिंदगी डायरी के पन्ने और साथ ही खुलकर जीते हैं जिंदगी। आप सुन सकते हैं जिंदगी डायरीज IVM पॉडकास्ट ऐप या वेबसाइट पर, या जहां कहीं से भी आप अपने पॉडकास्ट सुनते हो।